stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people sing. We will not turn our backs today. We will stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
Yeah. We all fight battles nobody sees. And sometimes all it takes is one word, one smile. You might say that one. Ain't nobody really know what's behind that grin that left might be hiding what they carry within. Got scars on their soul, but they cover them well, holding the line on the edge of hell. Seen brothers fall, seen sisters fade. I stood in that dark where my faith got frayed. Had a gun to my head, tears flooding down on my knees. Now I'm living proof that hope still breathes. You might say that one with a hey, how you been? Might say that one, might say that one by just checking in. Don't turn away when the storm starts to come. Smile, smile, say hi, say hi. You might say that one, say hi, say one. We scroll, we judge, we forget to care. Preach about love, but it ain't really there. We point at the pain instead of reaching a hand. When did being human get so out of hand? That vet on the porch, that kid on the phone, they both think this world's better off alone. But a stranger's voice can cut through the noise, remind them they matter, sing about all your joys. You might say that one with a hey, how you been? Might say that one, might say that one by just checking in. Don't turn away when the storm starts to come. Smile, say hi, say hi. You might say that one, say hi, say one. It's okay to break, it's okay to cry. It's okay to fail and not know why. We all get tired, we all fall down, but get back up and start another round. You might say that one with a heart that's true. Could be them, or it might be you. If love's the war, then let's all fight some. Be kind, reach out. You might say that one, just say hi. You never know who might need that today. We gotta do is facts, huh? We gotta do is show. You might say that one. Hey. You might say that one. You never know who might need that today.
All right, great morning, everybody, and welcome back to the F.O.B, the Forward Operating Broadcast, where we regroup, resupply, and recalibrate right here for those in the dark. Every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, to better equip you to continue your mission, or Charlie Mike. I'm True American Bradass. This is my wonderful panel. It is Talk About It Tuesday, July 21st, episode 171. 81 degrees in Illinois. How is everybody this morning?
Well, right on cue. Give it up for Bradass holding it down the line. Now, locked and loaded and reporting direct from my little box by the river. I'm one of your hosts, Double A. You're tuned in to the F.O.B, as I said, episode 171, and you already know the mission perimeters. We're here to hit them 3 R's. See, we got panel standing by, and I was in the chat. Let's check and see who's all in there. Hope you're having a good morning. Over here in the boot, we got that mean muggy weather, 81, hot. Don't want to go outside, and waiting for that tropical storm. See what it's gonna do.
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
Oh, always, man.
You said 81? We're the same, brother.
81 feels like the devil's armpit.
Let's see.
It says 81, feels like 93.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're 81, feels like 82.
Yeah, see, at least it feels like what you say it is. Mine's like, we're just going to mess with your head.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. All right, great morning, everybody. Let's get in this chat real quick. I did see, for some reason it's not in there, but great morning, Muddy. Good to see you. How are you? I seen you was out on that road. Be careful.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, chatted way early, about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, appreciate that. Sling. Great morning, brother. Good to see you. How are you?
Good morning, good morning.
Bonnie. Great morning. Good to see you. How are you? Estimator. Great morning. Glory to God. God bless you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Sling said 83 and humid. He's right there with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
78,
Yeah, right there around the Oklahoma and Kansas area, man. I don't know why that heat dome is giving you Louisiana heat, but the thing is pulling it downward, though. Hopefully that helps kill that. I know it pushed the tropical storm down south. The cone of uncertainty ain't really hitting where I'm at anymore. But once it hits Louisiana, you don't know which way it's going to go.
Right. That's the thing. Just stay safe out there.
Always.
Yeah. Patty. Great morning, brother. Good to see you. How are you? 78 feels like 85 in BFE, Kentucky. Good morning, y'all. You finally get a little bit of a difference there. I remember there for a while. He was right on target. 71 feels like 71 or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
82% humidity here. Wow. Yeah, stay cool as you can. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully not too much damage. Stay safe. Stay prepared. Either way. Let me fix something real quick.
Oh, we need to reset the wheel.
Oh, I got you. I forgot all about that.
Be nice if it reset to what you had in originally, like whenever it got finished.
I got you on. Get you a wrench here, estimator. Y'all can help us. We appreciate every one of y'all checking this thing out too. Means a lot to see new faces in here.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, that's why. Technology.
Oh, that's Mary. I haven't heard yet that anybody said it might go to a 1. I've seen it. It'll go. It's gonna. By the time it hits here, I think it's I've seen it's just still gonna be a tropical storm, then go to a depression. But I think that's worse than having it being a full-blown hurricane.
There we go.
Whenever you got a tropical depression, as long as it's been sitting in the Gulf right now, just sitting there, just raining and circling. Imagine if that was just sitting over your state right now for 3 days raining. Flash floods.
Cool.
Hey, it rains for 3 hours here, and you're like, oh look, the road is now a river. And then like Texas, they don't need no more over there in San Antonio.
No, they got enough already.
I think they're still doing. I thought they're still doing like relief efforts over there. You know, that's the bad thing about whenever it comes to them disaster release is like while you're working one of them, another one's on its way.
Yep.
Go guard or go hard. Now I know why they said that.
Especially in season. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Go hard, go guard. That's what it is. Sergeant Knucklehead. I love it when 91 Bravos lead the way. Go ordnance. Whoop.
Oh. I say, oh. All right. He said, no, I don't need rain like that. Shoot, I know you don't, Sling, for sure.
Oh no. Sling he turns into he gets a basement swimming pool every time it rains.
Yeah.
Which still blows my
Geographical
mind every
changes.
time. Every time I see him post a video of it, I'm just sitting there and it's like, I want to know who, like the person who built that house. It's like, what were they thinking? It's like, after they built it and that happened, they was like, hey, we're not building no more houses like this. We're going to do something different in this little section, you know?
Right. Yep.
You know, that engineering, like, oh, how do engineers know what's wrong with things? Is because they make the things wrong with them.
Right.
Not all engineers. Some of them do the demolishing, which is the cool part of engineers.
All right, see if you can pull that up, Double A.
All right, let's see. Open. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Overseas, they claim of being hot. Right, estimated? Yeah.
Copy that. There, all right. Whenever you're ready, I got it.
All right. Oh, yeah, for sure, estimator. We appreciate y'all being active. Keeping it going. Y'all keep us going. Like I said, y'all keep us going more than y'all know. There's a reason we keep waking up and showing up for y'all, you know?
Yeah, when it starts feeling like one of my old jobs, that's whenever I'll be like, okay, we need to change some things.
Right, and that's what we're doing. You know, we're starting to make changes and dial some things in.
Or, you know, like whenever you go to a job and you're just like, I just don't want to go to work today. That's when you're like, okay, something's different, you know.
Right.
You know, it's either me or something's going on, you know, but ain't felt that. So.
Yeah, I look forward to this. I like to call it like an empower hour. You know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's pull up this wheel. Got a brand new wheel for y'all. Here we go.
All right, the first one on today's poll is going to be. There's so many to choose from now.
Forgot what that thing looks like.
I know, right? Different is the plan.
Love it. That goes right along with us. We are different.
Oh yeah, definitely. we add a new definition in the dictionary for it.
Right. All right.
That's number 2 gonna be. Oh, let it be. There you go.
Let it be, boo.
2 good ones.
He needs to rename that one to Let It Be Be. All right,
I don't know. That's gonna have to do some like brainstorming on how to like make it have BB in it. Where it's like, all right, we gotta
right.
let it BB.
Yeah. There's gonna be a traits day for sure on the outro.
Right. That's why I feel like it's gonna hit traits again. Watch. He does have more songs on this wheel than I do, though. See, told you.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
When it's a full wheel, it's more likely to land on traits because he does have more on there.
Right. You just got to get you some more loaded up on there, brother. I know you got.
We don't have no room. We don't have any room. Once we get it switched over to the other StreamYard, I'll have I can put all the ones.
Oh yeah, no room in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because last time I sent him some, he had to remove 3 to put the 3 I sent him in there.
That's
So
right.
I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just,
That's
like,
right.
till those get worn out, then I'll just wait, kind of. But now, this next one, like, the wheel's going to be like a bunch of little lines. You're going to be like, I can't even see what it is.
You're right. All right, let me get that pole made up for y'all. If you want to catch up in the chat there.
Let's see. Where did I leave on the chat? Oh yeah, that's mad. Oh yeah, if you work in a shop, wait for it to cool down. Some of those little fans that them cool fans that have the water trickling down them that blow through it, they're supposed to simulate air conditioning. They only work so much, and they only work if you stand in front of them and it's not in the sun.
Right.
Yeah, that summer heat, it'll get you. Especially with the humidity.
Yep. Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Drink water.
The elixir of life. You can't live without it. There's not one thing on the planet that can live without water. Not one.
Speaking of,
If you can find one thing that can survive without water, well, maybe a tumbleweed. But tumbleweeds are technically alive. I'm pretty sure they roll over a puddle of water every once in a while.
Yeah.
I imagine they have to have water. They can just survive with very little water. They're like some crazy Komodo dragon or something, some kind of desert lizard that can just like hold their fluids for weeks without drinking.
Yeah.
Survive in dead sun and 140 degrees and be like, oh, this is so wonderful. Be like, there's something wrong with those animals. They're not normal. Which they probably look at us and be like, they're not normal either.
Right.
Yeah, but 85 and the humidity, estimated 32% humidity, ain't as bad as it could be. It's I've always noticed the humidity gets worse in the early mornings and right around sunset. That's when the humidity's at its worst.
You think that's because of the sun being closer?
Like the condensation aspect of it, like whenever you have like a cold glass outside and then the outside starts sweating, that coolness and that heat starts to attract, because like the sweat on the outside of your glass isn't the moisture in the glass leaving the glass, it's attracting all the moisture in the air to touch to the glass and then drip down.
Right. Gotcha.
So, I think it has to do something like with the sun, that it's like hottest, it's pretty much evaporating the humidity to a certain extent, and then this is my brain trying to put it together without doing science.
And going to college, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go down that rabbit hole later when I'm watching like Mr. Weatherman, Ryan Hall, and
Yeah.
Can't remember his other name now. Gosh, dog it. I watch them all the time, bro. My brain's doing that. Let me get some caffeine.
Are we still there?
Oh yeah, it kind of like went
okay.
quiet. I figured you had like a little internet glitch.
Yeah, I got this mesh node. I just think I got to get it a little bit closer to my router.
Yeah, it has to be closer to your router than it has to be to you, because it should reach 2200 square feet.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna move
should
around a
have
little bit
plenty of
today.
room. So yeah, you want at least amount of obstructions in between it. So it's like if there's like a bunch of walls in between the router and the mesh node, you kind of like want to limit is at least
Well,
amount
my
of.
router's in the house, and I'm out here in the office.
Oh, you got your mesh node in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have it. You need to have
So
it
I need to
closer to your house.
put it
So
closer
like
to the
plug it.
router.
Yeah, plug it up somewhere like closest in between your house and there, in between it. You know.
Okay.
And then if
Yeah,
that doesn't reach, then you'd be able to put one inside your building, and then that would extend it from that other mesh node. You can use each mesh node to like daisy chain it, kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but if you ran a
Appreciate
wire
that.
straight from your router from the house to your box, then that should work perfect. You know, you'd have like
Within
solid
100
connection. And
foot run cat cable. I have to get with you on that, Sling. I know you know a lot about that.
yeah, it's probably what I'm talking about. Just that he knows the actual
Cause
term for what the
I
cable's
did
called.
hear they said wired. Like if you wire it into the node, it's better.
Oh, dude, you'll get massive. You get like full access to internet.
So I can
Like,
run a cord from my router to my node.
yeah, it should have a plug on the back of it to plug into the in and out. So you plug it in
Okay.
to that one, and if you need to plug it from out of that one into your computer, or you can do it wirelessly. So you should be able to hardwire it to your computer to the node, and then hardwire the node to the router, and you can do that. Or everything does work wirelessly too. You just get that little delay, what wireless does. I think it takes away that little pulsation.
Gotcha. Appreciate that.
That makes it more of a
I'm
solid
gonna get
connection.
it dialed in, y'all. We won't have no more connection issues. I'm just
'Cause
out here.
I
in
know,
the
like if you're
country.
doing like game streaming and stuff like that, it'll have that it'll show that little skipping lag, like the frame rate. It's all jacked up. So it'll make that run smoother, to where you will have less of that.
Appreciate that, brother. Hey, MBK, stay cool as you can there. That sucks. AC goes out in 113-degree heat. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me want to build. That makes me want to be like a hobbit and build my house in the ground. Always be 65 degrees in the house.
You ain't lying, dude. Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man. That's why if I get a house, I want it to have a basement. That way, if the AC goes out, guess where I'm going? The basement.
In the basement.
Why? Because the basement's always 70 degrees. You just need some air circulation. You get a battery, a fan, you're good to go.
Power to node close to you or from the node to your PC. Huh. Okay.
Yeah. See, I can't hardwire it to mine because my laptop does not have the actual, like, the
Oh
phone
yeah,
jack
mine don't
in it.
either. I got a MacBook.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's like some kind of plug you can get to do that.
Yeah, I'd have to see. I'd have to check that
I
out.
don't even know if they make laptops like that anymore. My last laptop didn't have that. Like since 2015, I haven't seen one.
Jeep and Johnny. Great morning, brother. Good to see you. How are you?
Morning, I missed you.
Getting ready to make that ride, ain't you? Won't be long, brother. It's just amazing. No, it's outside. Hey, there you go, Sling. What a great dream. He said a basement that doesn't flood. He's not asking for much. They have USB to network adapters. What about USB-C? I have to look into it. I guess I could look into that. Yeah. Make sure you're using the latest cables. I know Cat 7 is out. Cat 8 might be out by now. Oh, we got a lot of internet experts in here.
I know, man.
If you're
Got a whole IT department in the chat.
Yeah, I love it. Thank y'all. For real. Appreciate y'all helping me out on that.
I'm that guy that's coming from the work floor and be like, hey, this
They're
ain't
like-
working no more.
Right.
I know how to
Yeah.
turn wrenches and replace parts. Other than that, if it's with the computer, can you help me?
Right. My you from the Bayou. Great morning, brother. Good to see you.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Yeah, so good to see everybody. How is everybody this morning? Anybody? It's Talk About It Tuesday. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Any problems, any struggles they're having mentally, physically, emotionally? We're here to help and give you some golden
Yeah,
nuggets to take with you.
and Den Crenshaw is kind of striking my nerves after yesterday. Some videos I seen with VA and the veterans benefits and his opinion on it, and his, somebody who gets 100% disability, retirement, and a Congress pension is going to tell people their 10% isn't worth it anymore. So I got some
Yeah.
select words I won't say about him right now, but boy, join that Discord, and I promise you'll
join
hear everything I want
Discord. I
to
was
say.
about
Join
to
that
say
Discord. You'll hear every aggravating thing I got to say about that one-eyed.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a service member or not, dude. Service members need to look out after service members, and I can see why he's not in Congress no more. Piss off enough of veterans that they're like, I ain't voting for you no more.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Trace. Fabulous morning, brother. Good to see you.
But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I posted it in the Discord, the video that he put, and the comment of Jameson's travels, his comment on what he was saying too. So it's it really struck a nerve with me because like a veteran tap says at the end of his, if we're not helping each other, we've already done something wrong, or however he says it. We've already made a mistake, and we're not helping if you're not going to help, then sit the hell down if you're not going to help.
Yep. Facts. Hey, this right here. About to hit the gym, man. That
About
is
to hit the
awesome,
gym.
you. I'm very proud of you, brother. One day at a time. And we have that health and wellness channel. And we have that gold channel, right? Yeah. So either one,
yeah. We have
post in there, brother.
gold channel.
Let's get some accountability for you. Let's keep this thing going. Let's get you healthy. Love it. Love to see it. Get people out here moving.
Yeah, I got my buddy that lost about 100 pounds. He's going on another journey to or challenge where he's trying to get to a goal around like 200, probably right around where I'm at. He's about around 250 right now, but he was around like 350. So he over the past year he's dropped a lot. And
Yeah, I'm fixing to lock back in too. So if anybody wants to come with me, let me know. I kind of fell off a little bit, fell off the wagon, but that's life. Life be lifing, and it is what it is. We're all human.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of seeing people struggle. So let's go. You know what I mean? We have, with this new company we just launched, literally 4 days ago, and we have something that no one else has. And we can literally say we're the #1 metabolic health company on the planet.
Do y'all have anything with the
if you've ever
superfood
wanted to get your
mushrooms
life
and
back,
stuff?
I got you. Do what?
Do y'all have anything in there that that does like the like those like the mushrooms, like the shiitake and lion's mane? They have it's a rise.
I don't
Rise
think
makes
on the
one.
mushrooms. Ours is more.
I know
like,
those are supposed to
vitamins
help
and
out with
minerals.
metabolic health.
Yeah.
Too. That's why I was wondering, because I've been looking into, because they're supposed to help out with like I see it all the time. If you got like stomach fat and you want to get rid of that dad bod type of thing, and stomach fat's the hardest thing to burn off, then this helps you burn it off while you're still doing. Because I've seen people just constantly do sit-ups and core workouts, and they're like, I can't get rid of it, and they're like, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing this, I quit, I changed my diet, but I still have these love handles,
Right.
those kind of things. I didn't know if that, because it's supposed to
Right,
help
what I
with
mean.
the help your metabolism, because I see they talk about not necessarily in metabolic health, but it's helped to regulate your metabolism, which is in the metabolic health category.
Right.
That'd be
You
interesting because I'm looking into getting some, and it's just like a little powdery mix you put in your coffee or something like that.
right.
And, and it's supposed to, like, after 3 months, you're supposed to be able to notice a difference as far as it helps you naturally burn off like unnecessary fat.
Well, I'll tell you this. They did a pilot program on our new product, right? In 12 weeks. In 12 weeks, each client lost an average of 21.6 pounds. And it's not about weight loss. They had a 14% reduction in visceral fat, which is the bad fat around all of our organs. 98% lean retention muscle mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We've changed everything. Everybody's preaching like lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. No, we're not preaching that anymore. We're preaching metabolic health, lifelong transformation through metabolic science and human connection, which means you have an accountability partner and make sure you stay on the right track.
Right. Instead of doing like the Ozempic thing where it's just like, we're gonna give you something that's gonna deteriorate your entire system, remove fat, and gonna make your bones brittle.
Right.
Allegedly. Just because we're live, allegedly. But look at everybody that's on Ozempic and like, you don't look healthy, bro. You might have lost weight, but you do not look healthy. You look certain weight loss things to me don't make any sense. Like gastric bypass, I understand emergency situations and stuff, but I see so many people that have done these things, and I'm like, you look lethargic, you look like you're worn out, you starting to have additional medical problems or
Yep.
these problems, your immune system's all jacked out of whack, and you got to eat every single hour because you don't have a stomach big enough to contain what your body's supposed to have. But you lost the weight. Well, at what cost? That's my thing. Like if I'm gonna, like with my mental health, if I do something to help my mental health, if it helps me in that moment, but at what cost is it doing it in the long run? Is it worth it? Or should I do something different? Is it harder to
Right.
do this? Normally the things that are a little bit more difficult are worth it in the long run, and the easy route, you pretty much kind of get screwed in the long run. At least in my life situations, it's always been like that.
You're right. And that's why our products are one of a kind, man. It does all that for, like, yeah, we can keep you healthy forever. Like, I'll tell you, I'll put it to you this way. The owner of the company, Dr. A, his goal is to live to be 120, whatever the record is. He wants to go 1 year past that, I think. And he's well on his way. He's in his 70s with a metabolic age in I think his 40s or 50s. He's literally 20 years younger than his age. You know what I mean? It's wild. When I tell you we're fixing to change the world, you hold on, it's fixing to be a wild ride. And I need all that want to help us change the world to get on board with it too. But yeah, hey, I'm very proud of y'all. I see y'all in here. Patty lost 75 pounds. That's awesome. And Johnny, 45 pounds down. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a bag of dog food. If you want to realize how much weight have they lost, go to Sam's and pick up the biggest bag of dog food and walk around with it for about 10 minutes.
Right. But
I feel you, Traits.
This is
We
the
need to
thing,
talk,
too.
Traits. I want to talk to you whenever we can, Traits. Try to see what we can find out ourselves to help them find out what they need to find out. I feel like we might need to do some research on our end to help them know what they need to do.
Yeah.
Because it's too many times y'all went back and forth and they just said, we don't know. We'll be like, well, figure it out. That's your job.
Yeah.
That's where, man, it makes me, I feel like I'm starting to get that little tick like I was back at that doctor's office, and the doctor's like, well, you need to reschedule your appointment. But like, I was 5 minutes late. It's like that moment where it's like, you know what, doctors make me grit my teeth until I need to go to the dentist because I cracked one. I feel you though, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're here for you though, brother. So I was Googling some stuff and I was like, I need more information. That's why I need to talk to you. Like, kind of, because it was asking me questions afterwards and I was like, I don't know. I can't
Right.
continue the research without things I don't know. Without going down the rabbit hole of like, oh, the doom rabbit hole. I'm, not going down that, trying to do the educational side of it. There's information out there. And what bugs me is like the worst is the people that go to school for years and years and years, and you go to them and they're like, I don't know. Be like, what did you go to school for? What were you doing when you was in school? Was you even paying attention, or was you just looking at a six-figure paycheck? You know?
Ain't no telling, brother.
I mean, probably a little bit of both. Everybody goes to college at a young age. They end up, partying a little bit, but then most people want to become certain fields because, oh, I can become rich. I can have this, but then they don't realize the things that come along with it. Like if you join the military because I want to shoot guns. Well, you're probably going to shoot guns at things you don't want to shoot at. But you get to shoot guns, even big ones. But you got to know what comes with the whole. It's a full package. You don't get to pick and choose what's in the folder. Like if you take an oath on something, guess what? You got to follow that oath. If you don't, then that tells a lot about your character, your what influenced you and everything.
This is true. Hey, appreciate y'all getting them votes in. I was just fixing to mention that. Make sure y'all get your votes in. We got 6 on number 2 right now. That's crazy.
I wonder which one it's going to be.
Yeah. I love it. Love to see it.
Yeah,
we
your traits.
pray-
I could imagine you probably sitting there biting your tongue so much you're just like, I can't talk today. I can't. you know, I've been like that. Metaphorically anyway.
I know. Yeah. See, and that's what I was afraid of.
They won't keep her.
There's a stigma,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did see because I remember when you texted us, the CT scans and blood work all came back good. So being that they know that there's something else that they need to push towards, a specialist, a neurologist, or someone that can
Right.
actually check these things. Because if it's not handled during the CAT scan, which only check for certain things, it might be something else. And being in that medical field, I'm not even a doctor, and I was able to Google it and find that out. So if a doctor, how can a brain dead mechanic from the army figure that there's an additional step to it? If I can see that, but I don't know what it is. I feel like the people that are educated and in that field would be able to know pretty much before you leave the office.
Right. Yeah, that's
I swear it
That's
just gets
crazy.
really frustrating because once they discharge you, you're just basically, they're like, okay, you need to leave before we make you leave, you know?
Yeah, it's not like when you make a trip down there and just walk in as the F.O.B. You know what I mean? Let
Oh
them know
my
we ain't
goodness,
playing.
dude.
We're gonna get answers.
Right. And I'm
Sometimes
like,
that's
we have
what it
some
takes,
protesters
man.
out
Force
there.
multipliers.
Yeah, I mean, a petition signed for some, I mean,
Yeah, something. Keep her where she is at least safe until. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand.
yeah,
the sending her
definitely. I
home
would,
thing. That's killing me.
I mean,
Especially after what
it,
y'all was going through last night. Like, are you serious?
yeah. Yeah,
Like,
because like she's in a condition now. It's like it's dangerous for her to drive, be by herself. Like in those cases, it's like she needs somebody where she needs a caretaker until she don't. You know.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's true, Sling. That's why whenever I went to my new doctor and they was like, "What can I do for you?" and I just was blunt as can be, and it was like, "I just need you to do your job, because I think that's what yeah, that's why I came here for you to do your job. If I have a problem that I don't know and I have to have you diagnose and prescribe me something, I can't do that. You know, all I can do is just go to Walmart and just sift through the over-the-counter aisle and, you know, Google.
Yep.
And then when I said that to the one at the VA, they get an attitude. The one the community care doctor, which oddly is the only one in my local area, they're like, I can understand that. Which was I found funny, like, because after I got done with my appointment, when I was rescheduling my next one, I was like, so how many community cares are there? And they was like, we're the only one. I'm like, really? Why? Well, we don't want to, the other places don't want to deal with the VA system. They say there's too many hoops to jump through for the community care doctors to be able to, like, I guess it's more of a headache for them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I told him, I was like, thank y'all for being one, because I don't like the doctors either. I mean, the doctor will be nice, but don't do their job, or they do their job and they're very rude. I'm like, you know, can I get somebody just in between, you know?
Yeah, the care part is what's missing. You know, health care. Yeah, they're missing the care part.
Yeah, if you want me to be patient, then you need to care. I'm just gonna say, because I'm not. If you don't care, I'm gonna be impatient and very irate and very rude, and you might hear some words that you don't want anybody from a certain age to hear, and I might make up at least 2 more new ones. I'll do like Suno.
Nope.
I'll mash 2 words together, and you'll be like, "What does that mean?" And be like, "Well, sit down and let's educate you."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Like, you know, like,
Hey,
it's
you're
crazy.
right.
My PTSD will flip out more with a normal doctor than it will with the PTSD doctor. I wonder why that is, because the PTS doctor knows if he throws a chair, it's gonna hurt. The other doctor is just like, I'm reliving all those moments in my head right now.
I can tell. It's a movie.
It is, man. It plays so fast that it's like, man, how fast can a trigger hit? Oh man, faster than the speed of light, I promise you.
Right.
And then they want to chalk it up and be like, oh, he's, you know, the person's just being irate or whatever. There's a reason why people get that way, you know. Whether it's, you know, they're in a bad spot and they just mentally have pushed themselves to be completely irate permanently, or something triggered them. They're not getting the assistance, the information, or the help that they need. Yeah, that's a trigger in itself.
Right. It's a pot of boiling water, or it's a pot of water. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's gonna boil.
Right.
Right.
And then all the VA wants to do is just rub some oil around the rim and stick a wooden spoon on top and be like, well, as long as it don't get too bad, it won't boil over. You know, they slow it down instead of stopping it. When all they had to do was just reach over there and turn the knob down, or move it off the burner. You know.
Yep.
Like those, you know, metaphorically in that way of saying it, but they just basically find they throw something on the fire and they're like, oops, that was alcohol. My bad. Alcohol's flammable. Shoot. It looks like water, though. I'm sorry. Easily mistakable.
Wow. You know, like...
What? See, right there is when I would be going to the VA's director at that point right there. I'd be knocking on their door until they open it up. I'd slide a note underneath that door. Here's my number. Call me. This is urgent. I'd keep doing that, like, because
I'd pack clothes. Just pack a week worth of clothes and bring with you. Say, hey, we're not leaving. We now live here. We're not leaving until we get answers.
Yeah, because I know our VA here has an actual, like, floor for, like, a hospital floor for beds and everything like that for people that have surgeries or whatever, you know, like, for them to be able to keep an eye on them. Isn't that what hospitals are for? You know, I mean, I understand if it's a clinic, you know, the doctor in a clinic, but then that doctor has the ability to put them into a hospital facility to be monitored and everything. Because in reality, and the way my head's put together, if y'all have to keep an eye on her, that means that if she's in a hospital, they can monitor, put her on machines. If something happens, it alerts them, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's
And I'm
what she
pretty sure
needs,
in
really.
certain
Monitored for like a week.
situations and cases, if you call an ambulance, you're like, we ain't got time to wait for the ambulance to get here, so you load them up and go, and then just they're making it a delay, and then that brings me to my allegedly that the VA somehow mysteriously and some not everybody, but somehow got put into the machine's gear system to try to eliminate veterans versus help them.
It's what it seems like. That's what it
Like
seems
as we
like.
try to decrease the numbers, they try to increase them. It's like it's a constant battle. Like,
Yeah, it's like, let's get rid of a few so we can focus on what's left. It's like, what?
oh yeah, we got so
You're not
why
trying
so
to
you can
save
put
everybody?
yeah, oh, is that another budget cut that you're going to do so you can put their money into some kind of savings account that's not going to help the veterans? Like, come on now.
It's sad.
Patrick Crenshaw's on top of that one. He's probably the lead of it, allegedly. Allegedly.
Oh, wow, Mr. Mater. Yeah, it's always an issue. Hey, yeah, I don't blame you, Traits. It's time to go somewhere different. Yep, I don't blame you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I must say, like once you've gone one place enough times and haven't got anything, it's like if I keep going to McDonald's and I'm like, I hate this food. Why do you keep going? you know?
Right.
Or you
Yeah.
always,
Orlando, VA is
Yeah.
one of the best in the country, right?
is it? I know Florida has, like in general, some of the medical stuff in like northern Florida's got some of the like. I know the autism clinics there. I know they got the top
Yeah.
autism clinic. I think one of the only largest ones.
Right.
At one point, I think they was the only one at a certain point in time. And what's that one that's up there, like far north, close to Georgia, Lakeside or Lakeview? I think Lakeside. I think Lake Point's in Texas. So Lakeside or Lakeview? It's up there in North Florida. Because they got the one that's in Gainesville, and then they have the one that's north of that. Those are the only two that I know of. Mayu knows. Yeah, Mayu. Help me out, Mayu. What is it? It's Lake what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I could pull up a map, but
Not the ones
the
I've
local
been to,
yards have a
Sling.
flag.
That's
No,
the
it's a
crazy
site
thing.
patience until-
It's always, the first sign you see when you pull into the VA, no emergency services. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they made it to now where every emergency room has to, if you're a veteran, the emergency room has to acknowledge you're a veteran. If you are, then they have to get all the information, your ID card, your little number and everything that's on there, and then send it to the VA.
Yeah.
It's nothing that you have to do.
Another process.
Because they tried that. Some places are still trying to, apparently, I've heard, still trying to make you, like if you go to the emergency room, then you have to fill out the paperwork, send it to the VA, and then if it doesn't get done in enough time, then you still have to fork it out. Now, like when I went to the emergency room, I didn't have to do nothing except show them my veterans card, and then I got a letter in the mail saying this is how much the VA was charged from this facility. And it was big letters, this is not a bill.
Right. Well, that's good. Not everyone has that kind of success. But
And then local ERs too, they it's like urgent cares. Like they get a lot of the doctor hoppers over there. They're like, let me go get my little 5-10 pills here, and then I'll go to this other one a couple days later and get these 5-10 there, and then it's up to the discretion of that facility that does that. Which if that's all they see, they're gonna look at everybody that comes in as that. Like if you got a sleeve tattoo or you got any kind of, if you don't look blue collar, they're going to look at you as an abuser. They're reading a book by its cover whenever they're supposed to be helping and they're not.
Right.
like I said, some of them are just there for their six-figure paychecks, and that's gonna hurt people that actually need help. I don't care how much you know, if you're not making any useful work from the education you obtained, then you wasted an education. If you wanted to be a partier and you wanted to do this, then you shouldn't have jumped into a field where you have to be responsible. You know, you should have just been a partier. Should have stayed in college, dropped out, and did like most of us, and just end up and going to treatment instead of college. Doctors can really get under my skin, you know. But a good doctor can really, if you find a good doctor and you find a man that's like, they just take all that weight off your shoulders and be like, here, let me set this over here. All right, is that better? And you're like, all right. You know, they take some of the pressure off of you, because the main pressure is not knowing. You know, give me something to let me understand, treat to make it better, versus what Traits did in this, like a song. We don't want to constantly go through a paper war kind of thing.
Exactly. That's what it is too.
Yeah, that's it. And now the tattoos, like, people just judge way too quickly on things, you know. And you know what's crazy too is, you know how many, every time I've been to treatment, I'm gonna like especially my last time when I was in the Guard, and the Guard sent me to go through group therapy treatment and everything, and go to substance abuse programs and all that. I went to one where every single person in there was a nurse, every one of them. I'm sitting inside this place where all these people are fighting to keep their nursing license because they got caught in a closet shooting up Dilaudid, or stealing this medication out of a cabinet, or failing a drug test for this drug that they can only get in the facility they work in. And now they're all trying to keep their six-figure jobs, or however much they make. You know, I'm pretty sure doctors make six figures easy.
Oh yeah, easily, dude.
But like, and none of them people were like tatted up, but they were all in this fancy treatment center where where you go, and you know, you don't have what I call normal people, you know. Like, people like me, I call y'all normal. But the people that look normal, like, you know, to the public eye, are hiding it, and nobody knows that they're just like the person that is strung out. You know, they're doing the same thing, but they don't physically look like it, and they're not living on the street, or they're not in the street every day. They're just in a workplace doing it, and it's just they have full access to these things.
Yeah,
but if you would change their clothes and put one little tattoo on their neck, or put one little tattoo on their hand, or somewhere where it's visible, and all of a sudden that person, you got a group of people that are basically shunning away, pushing away, and judging a book by its cover.
Yeah. This is interesting. He said we have 2 huge VA hospitals in my area. One has an ER. There are over 20 local urgent care facilities that automatically take veterans here too. Even if you go to the wrong place, they just build a VA. That's good though.
Okay. Yeah,
I haven't ever ran into
there has to be
I haven't ever ran into a VA that has an ER. So that's good to know they are around.
Yeah.
But why are they
I imagine
so
there might
far
be
and
some
few between? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I know, like, the one here, probably, like, it's a full facility, but I imagine compared to other facilities, it's a smaller one, you know, and who knows what the budget and everything is, and for each one. And it's crazy because I was watching on, it was the VA secretary. He was talking about how all the VAs run like an independent. They all run independently. They're all not linked together. Like if I go to say Missouri and I need to go to the VA there, when I go there, I'm gonna have to fill out paperwork for them to put a request in to get all my paperwork from the VA I'm at here sent there before I could be seen or anything.
I can 100% vouch for that. I've been in the Louisiana system, the Florida system, and Illinois. Had to register every time.
I got set up in Florida, and then when I came back to Louisiana, I just went straight to the VA, and I was like, hey, I need to set up an appointment. They was like, okay, and they was like, fill out this, and I was like, I've already done this. And it was like, oh, well, when you come to a different VA in a different state, we need to request the records from that VA. And I'm like, y'all aren't linked to the same system, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
it doesn't make sense to me either.
If you look how the military operates and you look how the VA operates, I would assume the VA would operate very similar to the way that posts run and units run, you know?
Right.
I know who's where they're at, what they're doing, what they're assigned to, what they've signed for, and if they go to another unit, guess what? That information goes with them. You know, it's saying if they don't have it with them, they pretty much can type in and pull it up. Like the VA has been around long enough to have their shit together.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I will one day, but I probably won't be on this earth when I actually do fully understand it. But until then, I will point out what I see.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, like some VAs though, I hear some people talk about like they've never had a problem at their VA, and I'm like, you know, that's good, you know. It'd just be nice if all the VAs could get. And it's probably it's not like the as in a whole. There's just enough in that system to make it difficult, hard, unbearable to where people give up or. Which maybe it might actually start getting more better because what did I see not long ago, last week or earlier this week? It was, well, it had to be earlier last week. There's been an influx of, I think, this year so far, 200,000 veterans or more have enrolled into the VA system, which I think that's a record for it so far. Let me see if I can find it.
Which obviously means things are improving.
Well, yeah, they're getting information out there. People are actually going to the VA that are veterans and realizing, you know, like it's now that I'm pretty sure mostly because community care is available and you can make the option. You don't have to go to the VA, have that, and then be like, I want a community. I think you can just go straight and request community care, especially if you live far away, like Colt does. All right, well now. Colt, I know he's having a problem with it. Remember last time we talked to him, he was having a problem with getting the referral for community care. But if you live far away, 2-3 hours or however long, like most people come from Fort Polk to Pineville, that's a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive on any day. But there's facilities that they can go to in Leesville. They can go to a doctor somewhere there.
Oh, don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Oh, snap!
What's up, y'all?
You made me do like my dog, bro. Like, I was like looking around like there's really somebody in my box. So like, who?
How we doing, everybody?
Oh,
hey,
man.
brother.
How are you doing? That's the question.
I'm tired.
Don't worry about it.
I can hear it.
Doing?
Yeah, tired. But, so I wanted to hop on real quick while she's on the phone in there. Wife's on there on the phone with the doctors. With her son.
It's good to see you. Definitely good to see you.
It's good to be here. It's good to see everybody in the chat. Hope everyone's doing all right. I am chaotic traits. It is hot. I don't know, hot, humid, 84, I think. Feel like 102, I believe.
Yeah, that's what you put
here in Florida. So it's hot. Man, long nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you were talking about, Double A, everything that we've given them, they just kind of look at it and say, well, that's who you need to follow up with. Like, well, that'd be great once we get an appointment. What do we do until then?
Right.
When she stops breathing, what do we do? When, most people go to the emergency room, they get monitored, not carried back to the fucking car and put in the back seat. Like
Right.
6 nurses put her in the back of our car last night when they were discharging her because she couldn't move. She's paralyzed.
That's
Like-
crazy. You said
I said-
6?
Yeah, 6 nurses brought her out, lifted her out of the wheelchair. One was holding her head because she couldn't hold her head up. So one's holding her head, one's holding her feet, one's holding her arms, and then it's like something you see on TV.
Right. And why
They
are they
put her-
discharging her?
Put her in the back of the
You
seat.
need 6 people to put her in the vehicle. Why are you discharging her?
Good luck.
Make that
Like-
make sense.
Yeah,
I don't understand it, brother. I hate it for you.
it's wild, man.
They better be glad I'm not too close to you, because we would come in there with a force.
I
I'm sure the chat would
so
show up too.
bad wanted to just lose my shit, but then I'm like, what good is that going to do her? And that's why
Yeah,
I
exactly.
keep telling
That's the
myself,
thing.
like, what good is it going to do for me to get irate?
It's just like a game, though, man.
It's
And
crazy.
we're tired of playing. Yeah, you know
So,
what I mean?
I've got a few phone calls I'm going to call, here in a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, man, go
They're
somewhere
on the
else.
phone with, they're on the phone with their doctors. First thing out of the doctor's mouth earlier, my wife just come in. She's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "They want us to go to the emergency room." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Unbelievable. They're playing with everything, playing with y'all's emotions.
Yeah, and like, I mean, there are several specialty care type situations going on, but like we keep going, we're not trying to get her treated here, but at least she's safer if you would monitor her.
Yep.
When she
Yeah,
stops
she's
breathing,
right where
when
she-
she starts having these episodes, at least somebody's there that can do something versus having to wait 20 minutes or a half hour for the ambulance to get to our house to check her out, see that her vitals are normal because they always are, and then try to figure out what to do, put her in the ambulance, drive to the emergency room. Like that's
So
what happens every time.
Her heart rate don't go up or nothing?
Her heart rate goes up a little bit. Since all this has been going on, her normal resting heart rate has been anywhere between 70 to 100.
Yeah, I could see that.
And you'll see it fluctuate during the whole time, just like, I don't know, it's not staying hot, really high. It's not staying really low. Her oxygen saturation is at 100 or 99. Her blood pressure stays fairly normal, a little low, a little high, but
Right.
so they're like,
Well,
they do
that's why
CAT
they're
scan.
discharging her, but it just
Right.
is crazy. Like, if you don't have the answer, the right answer, why are you discharging? It ain't
Right.
got nothing to do with the vitals at that point.
Exactly. The CT scans come back to normal because it's not an epileptic seizure. The
Right.
labs come back normal, and of course, our drug tests that they do every time come back normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
wild.
you're right, Patty.
And of course, they're gonna fucking know. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No,
Nah,
yeah, right.
you good, brother. Let it out.
But yeah, it's just it's unbelievable, and like as a parent, your hands are tied. There's only so much I can do, or so much we can do, and then that's where you normally go for help.
That's
So,
facts.
like,
Hey, great
it's-
morning, Judge.
So yeah, it's kind of hard to know where do you go from there.
What VA do y'all go to? Like you said,
Uh,
thinking about
Her
going to the
main-
Orlando one. What,
Yeah,
what's
her
y'all's
main
main
one
one?
is her main one's the VR clinic.
The which one?
What happened?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. He's on. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, it's, well, while he's talking, it's looking at the Orlando clinic or the VA healthcare system holds a 5-star rating in Orlando. But also the one here also holds a 5-star. 78% of the VAs hold. I don't know what determines what's a 5-star in that rating. I mean, because on the mental health side of the one here, I mean, they're really good here. I told them on the mental health side, if it wasn't for y'all would have a lot more in the numbers of people. Because the primary care side causes the mental problems. They send you over here to fix the mental problems, and then you go back over there to get the physical problem. Then it's just a constant back and forth cycle of they're making my brain hurt, help my brain. You're making my brain hurt, come help my brain.
Yeah, I'm curious on that too.
Let's see what determines the 5-star rating. Five-star rating for the VA medical facility is determined by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Hospital Quality Evaluation, which assesses 52 specific performance measures divided into 5 core categories: morality, safety to care, readmission, patient experience, and timely and effective care. Those are the 5 core things of what they get their 5-star rating on.
Timely and effective care.
Yeah, which that is, I guess the situation depending on what doctor you're going. Because I know, like now, every time I go in there, if you've been sitting here for 15 minutes, come let the receptionist know. So they don't want.
Yeah.
They have a thing where they, if you've been, they don't want you to sit there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, because after 15 minutes, everybody starts being like, "What is going on? Why I got here 30 minutes early. My appointment was at 10. It's 10:15. I've been here for 45 minutes already." Yeah. Because I don't know, most people, if you got military and drilled into you or burnt into some parts of you, getting there 15, 20 minutes early is just normal.
Yes, estimator she has. If that's who you're talking about. Sorry about that, y'all.
Okay. I didn't think about the thyroid.
She has several things going on that they know of. They just don't know how to treat it yet. And they can't get her into any place because they're specialty clinics, so that's the battle. And the emergency rooms can't treat it, so they send her home versus admitting her to be safely monitored.
Right.
And these things are getting worse and worse. They went from 15 to half-hour long episodes to, like yesterday, with 6 hours or 8 hours.
Yeah.
And to where she's becoming now paralyzed. And but then like I said, we figured, okay, well, she can't fucking walk, she can't move. Maybe they'll go ahead and keep her to monitor her until we can get her into this specialty place. Fuck, if I have to drive her, I'll drive her to Orlando or Tampa or Kalamazoo, Michigan if I got to. But at least have her somewhere safe to where all of our minds are a little bit more at ease until that happens. But thank you to the car. She had that mold toxins from that old apartment of hers, created havoc. And then she's got this thing that the one doctor thinks it's called stiff person syndrome, which is what Celine Dion has. It's like 1 in a million people.
I remember you talking about that.
There's the FND, which is functional nerve disorder. There's several balls that are rolling. It's just they haven't got to where they need to be yet. In the meantime, it's all getting worse. And when someone stops breathing, what do you do?
Right. I don't see how they discharge.
Or this lasts in 6 hours and they can't move or they can't get up or go to, they can't do anything. So what do you do?
Right.
I don't know.
Gotcha, estimator.
So I'm going to call the one place that they got the referral into and see if they can
check for lines.
Step it up and, hey, can we get in there today or yesterday? Because instead of October.
Right. Lyme disease.
Yeah, Lyme disease it affects the neurological system. I had a buddy that had Lyme disease, and he would have back spasms and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a 2-step blood test, so they can just check your blood for that. So I'm pretty sure they would. You said the blood work and everything come back fine too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting.
If all of her labs are perfect, her CT scans are perfect, nothing on X-ray, MRIs are fairly normal. She has a small elevated activity in her frontal lobe, one of her frontal lobes. But that
she ever had TBI?
But no, not that we know of. But they said that could be from, she did have a fall and was unconscious. So they said that could be from the concussion, or something.
Oh, that's TBI.
So,
concussion, contusion, any kind of head injury, just like the severity of the head injury is like different degrees of it. But TBI is any kind of like brain jarring trauma.
But they couldn't determine if that was really anything to do with it or not, because until they do a video, ENG and some other things, which that is part of this specialist testing that they can't do. So it's kind of like being in a holding pattern without having anyone to help hold that pattern.
Right. It's crazy because you said it's not epileptic, because that's like the CAT scan would have caught that, because that's like the electronical brain shifts, and the CAT scan would have caught that.
Yeah. And it's not epileptic. It's more of muscle.
And it's not a panic attack. Like panic attacks wouldn't do that. That would just be fast breathing, shaking.
When they first started treating this as a Band-Aid to get her through these episodes, the Ativan worked to an extent. Then they were like, okay, well, then they, like we were talking about before, they cold turkeyed her on the Cymbalta and amitriptyline. And then,
all right, Sling.
Hey, thanks, Sling. See you later, shipmate. Love you, brother. But they did that, which we know for facts that Cymbalta causes brain sacs. She's autistic.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that are rolling on that could be all clashing together at the same time. But these doctors are like, they don't recognize, they don't even, even though it's in her chart as being autistic, they come in and just start talking like a normal person, and you can't do that with autistic. So when her questions start flying back, then they feel, I guess, they lose their ego. Their ego gets bruised because she has so much knowledge of what's going on from being autistic that they feel like, okay, well, fuck, she already knows. Let her fix it. Kind of attitude. You see the switch,
Right.
And,
have they ever mentioned anything of what's called PNES, psychonetic non-epileptic seizures?
That's one of the other things they're testing her for.
Okay, yeah, that's the year. It's like episodes that resemble epileptic seizures,
Yeah,
but are not
which,
caused by abnormal
the,
electrical activity in the brain.
yep, the Vanessa seizures. That's what they originally thought that she had, and then this other doctor says, "Well, it could very well be this stiff person syndrome too. Let's get this looked at this place that it has a wait." Well, in the meantime, we got this. So I don't understand why the VA can't admit her to keep her safe until this. But they want to send her
I
to
don't either.
a mental ward that they have down here. It's called one of them is called Circles of Health, and it's a mental ward for people that are overdosed or going through, withdrawals or psycho episodes, and like that's
The
something what's
way
going on.
it sounds like this PNES thing, like
Right.
the way the descriptions of all this, literally, I mean,
Yep.
even the triggers, post-trauma, mental health conditions, and stressors, difficult early life experiences or post-traumatic stress. Mental health is severe anxiety, depression, or panic disorder, and ongoing environmental or life stressors are all the causes and triggers that hit PNES. And you said most of her times is when she gets really stressed out too, or something like
Right.
that
That's where it
that
was.
triggers it.
Now, like yesterday, we had an amazing day. She went through the whole day without having any episodes. There was no stress. We were just sitting around, laughing and things were normal. Out of nowhere, she's like, "I feel one coming on," and her eye will start. It's been starting mostly in her face and her eye. Her eye will start
Right.
twitching. Her teeth will start chattering like she's freezing, and then the full body thing comes on. And she loses, man. Like I said yesterday, she lost total control of her body. She was paralyzed even after they dozed calm. She couldn't move. She's having
Yeah.
trouble breathing. She was like that type of stuff trying to
Yeah.
breathe. Well, fuck that, And then
Yeah.
for them to lift her up, carry her, throw her in her car, and send her back home.
It's like unlike epilepsy, PNES, people experience, they may retain some awareness of pain, but remain entirely
Yep.
unable to control their physical responses, but they're still aware of everything that's
Right.
going on.
Which is
Yeah.
exactly what it mimics. And also, that's the same way with that stiff person syndrome.
Yeah. Presentation of it, same thing you just said, intensely includes side-to-side head shaking, closed, fluttering eyes, and
Yep.
synchrosis limb movements. They rarely cause tongue biting or loss of bladder control. So that's a good thing if it's not a full-blown epileptic seizure. You don't have to worry
Right.
about that part.
I appreciate that, Judge.
That's always
Appreciate
been
you
like the thing too, is like whenever that happens, it's just like, how do you do it? Because you can't stick your finger in there because you're going to lose your fingers,
Right.
like-
And she's not, and that was one of the first worries, was that it was like an epileptic seizure.
Yeah.
We were worried about keeping her tongue, her head turned to the side, and keeping her airway clean. But then we
Yeah.
figured out through several of those that that's not what's happening. She's able to still talk, she's able to communicate, and it's not that her tongue is falling back and choking her. It's that her body is not allowing her, or from the whatever it's called, being paralyzed. She can't
Yeah.
tell her force her lungs to expand and breathe. She can't. Her natural response to breathe doesn't happen. You have to keep reminding her breathe, breathe,
Right.
breathe.
Yeah.
Every few
Well, you probably,
seconds, you gotta
the
tell
way
her
you
to breathe.
describe it, sounds like she's like the whole body's convulsing so much. It's like
Mhm.
it's hard to get that to relax, to be able to get that breath,
And we
like
start
it's
having to spray her with ice cold water in her face to get her to take a real deep breath. Yesterday we had to spray her with ice cold water to get her to take a breath.
that
She
kind
totally
of get that
stopped for
shock factor to make them
it
gasp
was
a
like
little bit.
15 seconds. 15 or 20 seconds, she would stop. It was just like, she had a full seizure type thing, and we sprayed her with the water to get her to breathe because she wouldn't breathe. And
That's crazy.
so we called the ambulance. Well,
So many
we only had
questions.
to sit around and have a half-hour conversation with the EMTs while they're watching her do this. But at least I knew she was in better hands at that point.
Right.
And that's what we were looking for. Like, at least have somebody that can fucking monitor her.
Yeah, people with equipment and
Right.
things that help versus me sitting there with my phone. Like I
Right.
said, that's what sucks on our end of it, because you you want to be able to do more than just pray or do something like that. But it's like, what do we do other than try to find out information to help them and to help you and
right? And her
just
pain
be that
level goes
person in the
into,
middle?
you know, her nerves are in hyperdrive, so her pain level is just extremely intense. She wants to cry, she
Yeah.
can't because, you know, you guys saw that one video. You know, it's sad, and they've just intensified since then.
Yeah. Which is only going to make everything worse.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I do appreciate everyone's prayers, everyone's thoughts. It's definitely appreciated. I did want to say that. So shout out to Muddy and everybody over there. It's all appreciated very much. So thank you.
Yes, sir. We love y'all, brother. We want the best. We want it to all work out and get better.
Yeah, appreciate that. I love you guys too. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick little break. Go ahead and grab your refill.
Went a little over for the break.
Yeah, we
But
did. That's all right.
Serious talk though, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't realize
go
it.
ahead
I
and
was
grab
like,
your
wow,
refill.
man.
Yeah, go ahead and grab your refill of your coffee, energy drink, water, whatever you're using to get your little day started. Use the restroom, latrine, head, whatever you call it. We'll be right back. This is Bravos by Chaotic Traits.
Listen up close to what you're told.
Listen up close to what you're told.
Bravo's brotherhood, brave and bold.
Bravo's brotherhood, brave and bold.
Down at the F.O.B. we take our stand.
Down at the F.O.B. we take our stand.
Riverbend patriots across the land.
Riverbend patriots across the land.
Lakeside warriors, heavy loads.
Lakeside warriors, heavy loads.
Mother rockers on the dusty roads.
Mother rockers on the dusty road.
From hero company to the playing field.
From hero company to the playing field.
Chicago snowballs never yield.
Chicago snowballs never yield.
Sound off!
1, 2,
Sound off!
3, 4. 22 a day, we fight the fight. We bring our brothers back to the light.
POW, MIA, we swear. Gone but not forgotten out here. Active duty families, veterans true. We are bravos and we stand with you. Bravos Foundation leading the way.
Bravo's foundation leading the way.
Raising awareness every damn day.
Raising awareness every damn day.
For the struggling vets who bear the scars.
For the struggling vets who bear the scars.
We see your pain beneath the stars.
We see your pain beneath the stars.
I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
A veteran's soul is made of
A
gold.
veteran's soul is made of gold.
22 lives on the line.
22 lives on the line.
We hold the formation every time.
We hold the formation every time. 22 a day, we fight the fight. We bring our brothers back to the light.
POW, MIA, we swear. Gone but not forgotten out here. Active duty families, veterans true. We are bravos and we stand with you. Gold
All right, welcome back, guys. We hold the line. That's right. We're gonna keep on pushing every day, y'all.
Yes, sir.
And that's interesting
Got
there,
to.
estimator. That yeah, you might be on to something there.
Yeah, I mean, if anything else, because I like some of it, like mine's what I was having with my back. Like I was telling, like even whenever I think I was passing a kidney stone, but I was having those body convulsions and the pains and stuff like that, where I couldn't move, I couldn't do. I was like almost like paralyzed and in pain, and you just have to ride it out, like kind of like, well, that's what I had to do. Mine never went to a seizure. Mine started with back pain and then worked its way into that body convulsion thing, which made me think mine was kidney stones. But it's crazy how so many things internally can have so many similar symptoms where it's like makes people scratch their head and be like, oh, what could it be, you know?
Yep.
I mean, I as much as I like have things like replay in my head or like things that I've like researched or learned and everything, I couldn't imagine if I was like in doctor school and you still got a healthy mind, something that you've read or researched or come across would be like, all right, all these categories, and then sit down like I do whenever I'm watching body cam footage and just analyze it until something comes out of it, until I get some kind of information, knowledge, or help out of it, I know body cams is a crazy thing to refer to, but I mean, like if you put enough study into something, you will learn what you're trying to figure out, It's just you gotta.
Right. I mean, she's been researching this stuff for, going on 2 years. And,
Gosh, that's crazy.
but these seizure-like episodes, that's what we started calling them, seizure-like episodes, because they're not a seizure, but it's,
Right.
So, but these seizure-like episodes is something that didn't start until the day that she didn't have her duloxetine.
Okay, so it was at the same time.
The same day.
Like, was she deciding to wean off of it, or was it like some people I see at the VA where they cold turkeyed her on that? The doctor did.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a big no-no, and a doctor should know that. I mean, yeah, I do enough research on medicine, so I know I was duloxetine. I still got a whole drawer full of it.
So whether or not that, coincidence maybe on the same day that she didn't have her dose, or did that trigger something else that was already brewing and escalated?
Right. Because I do know the brain zaps come with like all antidepressants. If you cold turkey any antidepressant, you're going to get the brain zaps. If you already have some kind of neurological problem and the brain zaps hit, then that's going to trigger the issue. They
cold turkeyed her on the duloxetine and the amitriptyline same day.
Wow.
Amitriptyline, you said?
Yeah. And then that day she had her first little minor episode like this. They put her back on the duloxetine on a lower dose with gabapentin. And the gabapentin caused issues. Then they put her on something else, and I can't remember what it was.
Wasn't it Robaxin, was it?
But these were getting worse.
And real quick, what was the other one that she was off? You said duloxetine and what? My brain.
Amitriptyline.
Amitriptyline.
Yeah.
And,
amitriptyline.
Yeah, it's a dangerous combo. Those two medicines are.
How long was she on those medicines before they did that?
Only for a few days. The amitriptyline was only for a few days because it caused a reaction with the Cymbalta, same way mine did.
Okay. How long was she on the duloxetine?
I got put on both of those at the same time, and I wanted to go get the ice cream out of the mailbox.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Okay, yeah. Like, what in the
So,
world am I doing? You know, like, holy crap, I need to do
Yeah,
something
they do.
different.
right.
See,
Yeah.
They need to get rid of
So
that.
yeah, but that's when these seizure-like episodes started, and they've just progressively gotten worse. Well, they
you know what
triggered.
what one of the symptoms of cold turkey and quitting duloxetine and that drug,
Yeah, sounds a
tremors
lot.
and muscle
Sounds real.
twitches,
Sounds
involuntary
real
shaking and
familiar.
muscle spasms, particularly in the hands and arms, brain zaps, extreme dizziness and vertigo, headaches and paresthesia. What is paresthesia?
Paresthesia.
Oh, the feeling of burning in pins and needles, the skin tingling,
Yeah.
but like whenever your feet go to sleep.
And she's complaining of neuropathy type symptoms. So that's the shoe fits,
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
there's your answer right there.
but
So it's
you
like
know, there's
almost like
still,
it's extremely severe withdrawals from cold turkey, and
but
but
now it's been almost 2 weeks since she's been off of it, but she was on a very low dose of it too. So and that's why the doctors decided, oh yeah, we just go ahead. She's on
well,
such a
my
low
research
dose.
on it, the dosage doesn't matter of how it affects you. As far as the
Exactly.
cold, the
My
dosage
same
is
research, because
because
that's
even
how I
I think
found
the
out.
highest dose of duloxetine you can get, I think, is at 60 milligrams. But anything higher than 60 milligrams doesn't do anything different. So if they say you need to take 120 milligrams, 60 milligrams does the exact same thing from what I researched. Unless it's pain related, I believe, because I know duloxetine
Yeah,
as
I was
well is a
on.
fibromyalgia pain relief drug as well.
I took 360s a day, is what I was on.
See, that's crazy. I
When
only took it once in the morning. I only took 40 milligrams in the morning.
I was on 3 of the 60s, more every 4 to 6 hours. I was supposed to take mine, and that's why my brain zaps lasted for years.
Yeah,
And
I
still
see
have
that
them.
now. Like, yeah, because the brain zaps are determined on how long you've been on the medication prior to. So, like,
Right.
because whenever I was on it before, I was on Lexapro, and it was bad. Whenever I quit taking Lexapro, I quit it cold turkey because I couldn't
Yeah.
afford it anymore, and I had no choice. And I didn't know about the other things to help with the relief of it. You know, like the things I told you, that magnesium thornate and all that. That helps
Right.
like reduce the brain zaps only. You know, but I was with I
She's
had those brain
taking.
zaps for
I know
like
she's taking
God,
magnesium
like 12,
glycinate.
13 months.
She does take magnesium glycinate for the muscle spasms, and
Yeah.
but
I heard
I don't think
any all forms of magnesium, because your body doesn't
right.
absorb magnesium everybody absorbs it differently. So it's like, but you can't overdo magnesium. So like if you take a multi magnesium supplement, that'll help. You know, your body will take what it needs and then eject the rest of it.
Right. Hey man, I'm looking at
That
this poll. Someone needs to throw a number 1 in the chat. Different is playing needs at least 1 vote. Come on, y'all.
I know, right? There you
It's
go.
awful lonely up there.
I
Everyone
just see it
does.
up there earlier, and I was like, I forgot what songs were up there. I was like, did it close already? There you
Yeah.
go. You're not alone now. You're not alone now.
There you go. There's another one.
Shoot.
There you go.
But yeah, it's just there's a lot of underlying issues that are kind of circling the camp and what's going on with her too. Like I said, she
Yeah.
has those mold spores.
Yeah.
She had a nasal swab done. She still has mold toxins in her sinus cavity from that apartment. Yeah, she has still has some of the mold spores in her gut area from the apartment, which also all cause the exact symptoms with the tremble, with the attack in the nervous system, and especially with her autistic being autistic, her brain, the hyper focus, the looping, and then wants to shut down and reboot. Well, when it does that, her nervous system is going haywire, so her brain might shut down, but her nervous system doesn't, and then we're off to the races.
Man, well, dang.
So there's so much that's going on that It's all pretty much specialty care type stuff. But again, what sucks is in the meantime, that they're not doing anything.
Oh man, here's a caution
Oh,
on the
if she stops breathing
duloxetine.
again, just come on back.
There's a AI has a
Yeah,
caution
easy for
here
you to say.
on medical guidance recommended. Never stop taking duloxetine or amitriptyline cold turkey without medical oversight. The safest way to discontinue the medication is through a structured, gradual tapering schedule designed by your prescribing doctor, which allows your central nervous system to rebalance slowly.
Yep.
I feel like that doctor that did that, if it was up to me, I'd strip him of all his ability to give
I
any
was
kind of
about to
medical
say.
advice
Oh,
whatsoever, because it sounds like he did something completely out of his realm of what he was supposed to do.
you know me, and you already know the fucking balls are rolling, and there's more than
I was
one of
about to
them.
Yeah,
say you got
I was about to
lost
say
in.
probably the same one that's rolling in my head right now too. Is you go up to them and you throw something in front of them and say,
Yeah,
"So, are you?"
it was either my mouth and my arms were going to be rolling, or there was going to be balls rolling from other directions, and it was best to have the balls roll from other
Yeah, I would
directions.
start from the back end and then go to the other roller.
So I just want to be a fly on the wall when the balls knock on his door.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Definitely. He gets that thing where he's like, "You've been served." Huh?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
I just want to be there in the hallway. Remember me?
I hope. I hope it's Seth Rogen. I hope it's Seth Rogen from Pineapple Express hunting him down to serve him too.
Yeah, there's
Man,
several people that and names that have
I
been
would
mentioned,
definitely look into
and
that.
today is going to be some more mentioned to places about this place last night.
Yeah, definitely keep
Oh man,
documentation and everything, man. I would. Yeah.
yeah,
After
keep
reading
it
that,
all.
I'm thinking like, yeah, that sounds like one of the doctors I had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they did the
Where it
same
was.
thing to me. Remember, we talked about that. I went
Yeah.
from 120, 180 milligrams of duloxetine a day to nothing.
Yeah. Actually, my prescribing doctor at the VA that gave me mine, it was through the SUDS clinic, the treatment side and the mental health side. But as long as you're in treatment, they could prescribe you anything outside of that. When you get done with treatment, you got to go to your primary care. She told me this exact same thing, but like it's important to wean off of it. Don't do it cold turkey. And dude, she has books. Like whenever I would ask her about because whenever I said I wanted to start taking medication again, she pulled out books and was like, okay, here's our options. Here's what they are. Here's the side effects. Here's what this one does. These do this with that one. It's like she was educating me about these options I had versus try this, try this. She was like, basically, here's your options. What do you want to do based on what I've told you? So I was like, I,
Right. You
I
know,
really liked it. That's why I
I
give
was
the mental health side over here a 5-star rating in my book because they helped me get out of a lot of like potholes that I was in that could have gotten deeper.
I was thinking back too, and it's sad, but I think that um, the drug pandemic or epidemic that we've had going on has
Oh yeah,
really taken a toll on the emergency responders, because I know when I was on the fire department and doing medical calls and stuff, when we come to someone's house, it was a whole different fucking type of conversation
yeah,
than what they have now. Now everyone is treated like, why you want me here? Why did you call us? Well, are we do have a wreck
yeah,
up the road. Are you sure you want us to take you to the hospital? Because you look okay. Like, what happened
yeah.
to
We know
to
it's
the
so
medical
much
field?
different. It's different when it's those situations versus somebody that's been in a car accident where it's like, all right, they check you and it's like, hey, we recommend you go to the hospital. They're trying to talk them into going to the hospital, and the person's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I
Yeah,
don't need it.
the
It's
first
like
time they
totally
had those
opposite whenever you
people,
call them and
the first time we had to call them, they were here, and they specifically, out of one of the EMT's mouths, said, "Well, we were just trying to see if you really wanted us to go. You look stable. You look fine to us. Your all your stuff is showing normal, and so if you don't really need us to take you and someone else can take you, that'd be great because, if we have a car wreck up the street, we like to be able to be available to go to the car accident if it's I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, man,
Really?
is Florida is the Florida man mentality bleeding into the professionalism there?
I was in shock when I heard that come out of the EMT's mouth. I'm like,
Yeah.
It took me a minute to process it because I just couldn't believe that's what I just heard. Like, so
Yeah, I hope that all of them aren't like that. I hope it was just that one person that was just like, I'm just not feeling it today. And you're just like, well, you
yes,
should change you should get a different job if you don't feel like doing something that
but that's
requires
the
you to
problem.
do
It was
something
kind of almost
like
the
that.
same thing last night.
Yeah.
They're trying to ask her if she wants them to take her to the hospital, and she can barely talk. But you have to tell us. I'm like,
Oh yeah, they're like, we
what the
can't do it because you tell us. We need her to tell us, and but she
like,
can't.
what
If
the
she
fuck is
can't
going
speak,
on? Right?
yeah, if she can't speak or say anything, I think that's kind of like, oh, that pulls that option off the list. Let's go. Like if I, oh man,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Kentucky guy. Yeah, it's so sad that this is where we are as healthcare people. Not me, but because I'm not in the
yeah,
fire department or any of that anymore. But as healthcare people, I mean, I get it. I can kind of grasp why they're there, and I get that point of view at times. But at the same time, you still have the same fucking job. Do it.
right,
If you don't want to do it, then go find something else to fucking do.
right.
The
Call in sick
7-Eleven's
if you.
hiring.
I mean, that's what I did when I didn't want to go to work. I just called in sick. That way I didn't have to deal with explaining while I'm at work why I don't want to be there.
Right.
And when I didn't like that job anymore, I found a different one.
I asked for an extra pillow last night for her to put under her legs to elevate her legs some. The nurse said, "Oh, we don't have extra pillows down here. They don't give us any of those." I said, "So the hospital is out of pillows?" "Oh, no, they have them. We just don't have any." Well, can someone fucking get one?
Right? I mean, I was in the military plenty of times where it's like, hey, we don't have this in the unit. Walk 2 miles to the other unit and go grab this and bring it back. Why? Because I want a glass of water. Go get it. Be like, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it ain't that hard to pick up the phone and have somebody bring it. I'm pretty sure they have maintenance workers
right?
or somebody that's available, that does a lot of walking around in one side to the other all the time that can transport one over there.
They come down here to pick people up. They take them to different departments. Have one of them bring you a fucking pillow. I'll bring you 5 in case someone else needs one too.
I actually do believe the hospital probably has somebody that's their main job is to bring things people need. Hey, what are you going to do?
They give her a fitted sheet, one of the ambulance, the cot fitted sheets. That's what they give her as a blanket.
Oh yeah, so you just you never get warm in that. You can feel every little bit of air coming through the seams.
And of course, it had the elastic in it all the way around those sheets, so she's getting tangled up in. It's like really
right.
people.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and then and the conditions he's in is probably just making it just feel not comfortable on the skin either. Just like I feel like a bad wrapped burrito that somebody dropped on the floor. Like that's the problem I was having with like the bedside manner too. Like people, if you're going to be in that position, you need to, even if you don't feel like it, you need to be as polite as you can to the people. You're there to help them, not hurt them. And bedside manner goes a long ways too. It keeps everybody calm. It keeps everybody.
All right, guys, I got to. We're getting ready to take her over to the VA. My wife just got off the phone with the VA doctors, and they said yes, bring her into the VA ER ASAP. And that was wrong what they did last night to bring her in. So that's what we're getting ready to go do.
Good. Yeah, definitely
So
look
I'll
into
keep you guys
that,
updated.
And that ball that you were saying rolling, now that doctor told her
Yep.
that we need to look into that more, or get a
Yep.
consult on somebody to see if that's something you can go forward with, because
Yep.
that's not right. That's putting somebody's life in danger, and that
Right.
person at least needs to be stripped of their ability to do that again. You know.
Right.
Yep.
So, all right. Love you guys.
Love you,
Appreciate it.
brother.
Click all
Love
the
you, brother.
links, all the thumbs
Thumbs up.
ups or downs or sideways, whichever one you want to click on, smash it, like it, share it, all that fun stuff. Love you guys. Think
Love you,
chaotic,
brother.
deviate from norm, make your own damn path. Hoo-yah.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
brother.
Ooh-yah. Love you, brother. All right, guys. We're gonna get ready to shut this thing down. It's been a great show. Huh?
It's been almost 2 hours. Don't feel like
Yeah.
it.
Right. I'll give you a few more moments. Get your votes in there. I'm sure I know who the winner is, but y'all know how we do. Doom, doom. All right. A few more. And there we
And this
go.
was way up there earlier, but forget who it was. I think Estimator or somebody said Mississippi's VA on the South Coast was a good one, which I have heard. They spend I know a few people that I made friends with at the VA. They got sent to the Mississippi VA, and they's like, man, that's a great facility. They had really good things to say about that facility. Said it was almost like a vacation going over there. A couple of them said it. Like they would love to go back if if it was under different conditions, just because it was that comfortable there.
Right.
And I know here our facility is so small. Like whenever it gets overpacked with certain things, like certain areas, then they send them over there. Especially the treatment facility. I heard the treatment facility's top notch over there too. I mean, it's on the South Coast too. You're right there, South Mississippi, near Biloxi. Like, you can't really go. When you're near Gulf Shores, you really can't fail.
Right.
I don't know how close it is to Gulf Shores, but I mean, there's some pretty areas down there where you can just like get away and collect your mind.
Definitely. Just being outside is good for your mental health there.
Yeah. I know they do a lot of certain groups. Like I know they have like this Tai Chi thing here, but some things where they like you can do it indoors, but they're like, you know what, this would be better if we did it outdoors, and they go outside and do it, and they're just like, it just gives an added environment to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Trade saying, I think estimator's behind. I don't know. No, Church was saying they don't know if his live is like lagged behind or not, or the comments come out a little later than what he was saying earlier.
Yeah, I got you.
But Trace is saying
Right.
it. He saw it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a bunch of very educated, stupid people out there. So I like to say it sometimes. You can have some dumb, intelligent people, and then some very intelligent, ignorant people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right, Patty. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, they took the care
Yeah.
out of healthcare. It's It's crazy, man.
No, I mean it makes me think of some of the things. I was getting ready to have surgery for my hernia, and 2 weeks before my surgery, go for anesthesia, so they give prepare you for that. We find out then that my appointment was canceled because the guy retired, and I'm like, it's just crazy that y'all wasn't gonna let me know that the guy that was doing my surgery is no longer working here, and I need to find somebody else to do my surgery. Appreciate you.
Yep.
And instead of 2 weeks where I was going to get it repaired and everything, now I got to wait another 2, 3, 4, 5 months to get that done at a whole nother facility. And, because at that point they didn't have a surgeon. The surgeon was being replaced by another surgeon. So who am I going to get to do my surgery? Well, we got to push you out into community care, which makes me think you should just go to community care to begin with. Go to the VA, get put in their system. That way you can have access to be able to go to the community care, because you can't get that without going to the VA first and getting your ID and be put in the system. And once you're in the system, go to the advocate and find out how you get community care. That's how I would recommend. If you haven't been to the VA system yet, go to the front desk, find out how you get your ID, get put into that healthcare system's database, and then find out who your social worker is and your advocate before you make any appointments.
Yes, sir. Good stuff.
Because if I would have done that 3 years ago, I'd probably have 2 more years of my life that I'll be able to actually have back, where I've been able to enjoy more, not really get back. You can't get time back, unfortunately.
Right. Just make.
And I don't think they understand that. Like the professionals, it's like first thing they should know is like, this is taking away my time in life. I can't get it back. Help me and be in the most comfortable I can with the time I have left. And that's all we have. We have time that's left over. We don't have anything extra. And I don't even know how much I have. I just know all I have is what's left.
Yep.
And if I got to spend for the rest of my life being the way that I don't want to be, so that goes toward that's a potential to go towards that number that nobody wants to increase,
Yep. Talk to them. Tell them.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, estimator. Yeah, you're not alone. We just gotta learn to use our tools. But yeah, y'all come join us in Discord right after the show, guys. We'll do stretching with the crew for 22. I'll lead y'all in a quick little stretch routine, followed by a blood pumper to get your little day started. Nothing too strenuous. And Traits already dropped the links there, so make sure y'all go check them out. chaotictraits-shop.fourthwall.com. Use code FOBULOUS, FOBULOUS, for 8% off. I know he appreciates all the love and support. Great quality, great logos, designs. Got some stickers in there. Go check him out. Support a brother. He definitely mean a lot to us and to him. Also, DeemFit.co. Use code Brandon Gottschall, one of our own on this show here. Brandon Gottschall, 1L on the end for 15% off. And that's another great company for a great cause revolving around mental health. And their motto is, heroes need saving too. So y'all go check both of them out. Hey, we love you, Traits. And real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button or like that smash button. We appreciate all the love and support over here on the FOB, the Forward Operating Broadcast, where we regroup, resupply, and recalibrate right here for those in the dark. Every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, to better equip you to continue your mission, or Charlie Mike. Remember, you do matter, you are enough, and you are loved. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to reach out to any of us on this panel. Hop in that Discord, or if you think you know someone who's struggling, don't be afraid to reach out to them, whether that be a text message, a voice text, phone call, video call, FaceTime, however you need to get a hold of them to let them know you're thinking about them, because you never know who that might help. Like Trade says, save that one. And before I give y'all some motivation, I want to leave y'all with the verse of the day. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Amen. Great verse. And to go along with that, here's y'all a little motivation for the day. Wait for change or become it. Let obstacles stop you or fuel you. Stay small-minded or think bigger. Stay comfortable in excuses or uncomfortable in growth. Let pressure crush you or create diamonds. Stay behind the scenes or step into the spotlight. Stay discouraged or stay determined. Wait for confidence or build it. Stay on the sidelines or take the shot. Stay ordinary or become unforgettable. Y'all stay motivated, stay hydrated, choose your way, talk about it, and have a tenacious Tuesday. Hooah!
Ooh.
Love y'all.
Love you, brother. All right, team, that's going to wrap it up for us today on the FOB. Another mission in the books, another solid day with the crew. Big shout out to the panel, the chat, and everyone locking in with us today. You guys keep this operational machine running strong. As you head into the rest of your day, keep your head on a swivel, check on your battle buddies, and always remember the 3 R's: regroup, resupply, and recalibrate. Until the next broadcast, this is Double A, standing down and stepping out. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll catch you in the next one. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you give us guidance, strength, and patience to go through the days that we have coming. As the road gets narrow, allow us to keep our balance and help those that may stumble or lose balance on there. If any fall, help give us the strength to be able to pull them back up. If we fall, give us the strength to pull up or grace us with someone to help us as well. But Father, if we fall, just allow us to be able to survive that fall so we can stand up, brush off, and continue on with the mission. I ask you all this in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Love y'all.
Love y'all. And hooah.
Yes, sir. Hooah. Love you, brother.
Yeah. Can't trade. We all gotta roll, we all carry the load. Shout out BB, you know what it is, brother. Let the spoons rattle.
Little boy on the porch, sun peeking through the pine. I reckon it's a good day, reckon I'll be fine. But a wrecking ball swung from the hands that should've held me. Sick minds, heavy fists, that's the hand that dealt me. Took a lot of beatings that I couldn't understand, trying to build a fortress out of broken glass and sand. The reckoning was early, a storm I couldn't weather. Take my shattered pieces up and held them all together. Cause the road's gonna bump and the path's gonna bend. Can't control the heavy rains or the bitter winds. You can fight the damn wheel till your knuckles bleed, or accept the dab, overcome and take the lead. Yeah, you gotta dig deep, man, listen to your soul. Stop fighting all that shit you can't control. Teenage years drifting, a ship without a sail, looking for a spark, riding heavy off the rail. Then the Navy gave me structure, ocean deep and gray, reckoning with demons on a rolling deck each day. Up and down the tides when a sailor in the swell, trading one abuse for a different kind of hell. But I learned to brace the bulkhead when the water breached the hull. Found out real quick that this life is never dull. Cause the road's gonna bump and the path's gonna bend. Can't control the heavy rains or the bitter winds. You can fight a damn wheel till your knuckles bleed, or accept a dab, overcome and take the lead. Yeah, you gotta dig deep, man, listen to your soul. Stop fighting all that shit you can't control. Now I'm older, got the papers sitting in the file, but the bills keep on stacking every time I try to smile. Pockets feeling empty, the stress is in the chest. Society is wrecked, putting Strawman to the test. But I ain't that little boy, nah, not anymore. Left them bags with God, he will settle that score. I don't stress the macro, I just micromanage me. Let the chaos do its dance while I sip my damn sweet tea.
You can't stop the storm. You just learn how to walk through the mud.
steer my own ship, I lay my own brick. Cause the road's gonna bump and the path's gonna bend. Can't control the heavy rains or the bitter winds. You can fight the damn wheel till your knuckles bleed, or accept the dab, overcome and take the lead. Yeah, you gotta dig deep, man, listen to your soul. Stop fighting all that shit you can't control. Yeah, BB, this one's for the survivors. Chaotic traits.
Take the lead. Take the lead.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.